perceive that which cannot be seen with the eye. These words were written by a man who mastered not only the sword, but himself. His name was Miyamoto Musashi, a warrior, philosopher, and artist whose life became a legend in the history of Japan. He fought more than 60 duels and never lost once. But his greatest battle was not against another man. It was against his own ego. If you love stories that teach the way of true strength and wisdom, follow and subscribe. Don't forget. Musashi was born in 1584 during one of Japan's most violent eras, the Age of Warring States. From a young age, he was restless and wild, unrefined and untamed. He wasn't born noble, yet something within him refused to kneel to weakness. At just 13 years old, Musashi fought his first duel. His opponent, a trained samurai. Musashi had no polished sword, no refined form, only raw will. The boy charged forward with a wooden staff and defeated a grown warrior in front of the whole village. That day, he began his lifelong journey, not to conquer others, but to conquer himself. Musashi left home to wander Japan. He carried nothing but 2 swords and an unbreakable resolve. He sought duels not for glory, but to test the edge of his spirit. Each victory carved away his arrogance until only discipline remained. He wrote later, "Do nothing that is of no use." For Musashi, life was war, not of killing, but of perfecting. Every swing of his blade, every breath he took was training. He believed that mastery was not found in comfort, but in constant struggle. By the year 1612, Musashi's name had spread across Japan. It reached the ears of a man known as Sasaki Kojiro, a brilliant swordsman famed for his deadly swallow cut technique. Kojiro challenged Musashi to a duel. The meeting place, Ganryu Island. Musashi accepted, but arrived late. Hours passed. The tide rose. Then a small boat approached the shore. Musashi stepped out, calm and unshaken, carrying not a steel blade, but a wooden sword he carved from an oar on his way there. Kojiro's anger flared. He charged. But Musashi had already studied his rhythm, his emotion, his flaw. With one swift strike, the oar cracked against Kojiro's skull, and the great warrior fell. The duel ended in a single moment. Musashi bowed, turned, and walked away, leaving behind not a boast, but silence. The ultimate aim of the way of the warrior is to seek perfection of character, he would later write. After decades of battle, Musashi realized something profound. The true enemy was never another swordsman. It was ignorance, fear, and attachment. He withdrew from society and lived in solitude, meditating in caves, painting landscapes, and sculpting wooden Buddhas. In his stillness, he found the rhythm that governed all things, the same rhythm he once felt in combat. In the year 1643, he began writing his masterpiece, the Book of 5 Rings. Each ring, earth, water, fire, wind, and void, represented a stage of mastery. Earth was foundation, water was adaptability, fire was intensity, wind was awareness of others, void was the emptiness, the place where the mind and body move as one. He wrote, "To master the way of strategy, you must study all things deeply." And another, "The true warrior is invincible because he contests with nothing." Musashi had transformed from a swordsman into a philosopher of life itself. He called his philosophy the way of the empty mind. It wasn't about emotionless living, it was about clarity. When the mind is empty of fear, doubt, and desire, the path ahead becomes visible. He believed that everything, art, combat, music, even the way one pours tea, could be mastered through the same principles: discipline, observation, timing, and simplicity. To Musashi, life itself was the battlefield, and each day was a duel with the self. You must understand that there is more than one path to the top of the mountain. In 1645, Miyamoto Musashi died sitting in meditation, facing the morning sun. No armies surrounded him. No students cried out. He left the world the same way he lived, calm, still, and undefeated. But his teachings survived centuries, whispered through dojos, painted in scrolls, printed in modern books. His life reminds us that true mastery has nothing to do with fame or recognition. It's found in the quiet pursuit of excellence, in the patience to train the mind, and the courage to face the self. The 5 lessons of Musashi. Number 1. Discipline is freedom. True strength begins where comfort ends. Musashi believed that a person who cannot control himself will always be controlled by the world around him. Discipline is not restriction, it is liberation. When you train your body and mind to act with precision, you no longer depend on motivation or emotion. Without control, even talent fades. But with discipline, even the ordinary becomes unstoppable. Every small act of consistency builds a warrior's spirit. One habit, one breath, one silent victory at a time. Number 2. Detach from results. Musashi never fought for applause, he fought for mastery. He taught that obsession with success clouds the mind and weakens the soul. When you chase victory too eagerly, you lose balance, you lose rhythm. Focus instead on the process, the calm repetition, the quiet dedication, the love for the craft itself. Detach from the outcome, and you'll find peace in the act. In that stillness, success follows naturally, not through struggle, but through flow. Number 3. Adapt like water. In battle and in life, Musashi flowed like a river, always changing, always alive. When the path was blocked, he did not resist. He simply moved another way. Rigidity breaks, flexibility survives. To adapt is not to surrender, it is to remain unbroken. Those who can move with the moment will never be destroyed by it. Number 4. Study everything. Musashi was not only a warrior, he was an artist, a calligrapher, a sculptor, and a thinker. He believed that wisdom is universal. A true master learns from every art, every sound, every silence. He wrote, "From one thing, know 10,000 things. Study deeply, not just to know, but to understand. Every skill connects to another. Every lesson reflects life itself." Number 5. Embrace the void. The void is not emptiness. It is perfect awareness. It is the silence beyond ego where fear, anger, and desire fade. In that emptiness you see clearly, move freely, and act without hesitation. Musashi called it the way of the empty mind. In that state, you are neither distracted by victory nor defeated by failure. You simply act, perfectly, presently, powerfully. That is where true mastery lives. Musashi's life was proof that a blade can sharpen the mind, and silence can be louder than victory. He showed that strength is not the absence of emotion, it's the mastery of it. His words still whisper across time. From one thing know 10,000 things. Learn deeply, train patiently, and never stop mastering yourself. If this story inspired you, remember, follow and subscribe. Don't forget.